Hey,
hello.
What up? Party people. Welcome to the watch party on the Hit List Network. I am your boy as a Kiwi.
And I'm Lydia.
I'm Brian St. John.
And we have a special guest in the house.
Well, you just gonna come in?
Lorena. Go.
Wait. Thank you, Brian. And
I didn't go.
We have special guest Lorena.
What?
Yeah, we got a special guest named Lorena. Us on the mountain. Went through this in the backstage, how it was gonna flow, and you just jacked it up. Go ahead.
Maybe because he wants to do all the talking.
Oh.
Tonight, I would like to invite my cousin. We have my cousin as a special guest tonight, Neil.
Hey, what's going on? Hi, everybody.
Hey. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to be an exciting show. So buckle up. Make sure you're ready for the ride, and here we go. All right, y'all. So what are we doing tonight? Hot topics. What's going on in the world? Anything y'all want to talk about? Nothing? Okay.
I saw.
Neil, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, welcome to the show. Tell us a little something about yourself.
Did you hear about that Aretha Franklin controversy?
No, I said tell us something about yourself. Who are you?
What do you
do?
Me? I'm Brian's cousin, Neil. Little cousin, 3 kids, work, married. That's about it.
All right.
Wonderful. No. You're quite spicy. You're a good addition to the show tonight. So I expect you to just bring that energy to turn that face around.
Bananas.
All right, so let's get into it.
So I want to mention the fact that today I watched Tina. Tina is Tina Turner's documentary film on HBO Max. It is a must-see. It is excellent. It goes into her whole history and her whole story, and it's her own words. It's old recordings of her. It's her sitting there talking. I think they talked to her back in 2019 is when they sat down with her. And it's also the curtain call on her entire career because she is retiring out of the music game. And this is her swan song. So it is a must watch. I love Tina Turner. It's just, it's a brilliant documentary. So please go and watch it, everybody.
Okay. I gotta watch it.
On my list.
It is on my list.
Okay, Sid.
Anything else, y'all? No other.
Oh well, the NAACP awards. The NAACP awards were yesterday. That was, you know what? It was nice. I really liked it. I liked how. I don't know. I just like the production of it. I don't know. Okay.
Neil, what matter?
That was the Bad Boys for Life getting Best Motion Picture.
Oh well, except for that.
Wait, what?
Well, first, Neil, did you vote?
I vote all the time.
Okay, so it's the voting who won it.
No, we get it, but that was shocking.
Bad Boys for Life.
What were the other movies that they were up against?
Jingle Jangle, One Night in Miami, Ma Rainey's, and they were like Bad Boys for Life. I said, what?
It probably because more people saw Bad Boys. Probably.
You're right about that.
I mean,
more people who saw it voted for it.
And look, I liked it. I liked the movie. It was good, but beat out One Night in Miami, Jingle Jangle.
Yeah, come on.
I think the least amount of people saw One Night in Miami, but I loved it.
I thought that was great.
I loved it.
Verzuz
Judas wasn't on it.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Judas wasn't on it. Judas and the Black Messiah. That wasn't.
Would that have made this year's? That's going to make next year's NAACP award.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
Didn't make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just released. I I was just gonna say hot topic.
Miami made it.
Yeah, but
Miami was released.
One Night in Miami was after.
Miami was released. Yeah, but it was.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
that came before.
No, we watched that first, and then
that came before.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm almost sure.
Okay.
And then I think wasn't it released to critics earlier too? Wasn't it in last year?
Which
One Night in Miami.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but it's possible. It's possible. So yeah. So, but otherwise, I liked it, and it was good. It was good production. And
what did y'all think of Maxwell? His return.
Oh, I loved that. I loved that whole thing. Like, it was so good seeing him. He looked good. You know, he grew his hair out and everything. He did them shots in the city. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
This is not.
Yeah, it just made you miss him more, I think.
Yeah, it did.
Like, come on, Maxwell, come back. Put some new music out.
I know. It was good.
And then following the show, we had DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic. Did y'all catch it?
I didn't see
it. It's like the after party. It's like the reunion. We had Cisco. We had the guy on Bad Boy, Carl Thomas.
Oh wow, really?
Nice.
We had Brown.
I gotta go look it up. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube.
Adina Howard.
Oh, Adina Howard.
Gina
Thompson.
Gina Thompson.
Missy.
I love working with her. But nice.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Yeah, no, he signed DJ Cassidy and Jesse Collins. I think he signed him to a 4 or 5 deal. So like after the productions, after the award shows, he'll do the after show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more production, but you know when you see it, you've seen Pass the Mic before. You've seen the format of it, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, when Missy came, she had to break the format and do her whole thing. So I'll let you experience that. When she came on, I was like, okay, Missy, of course you gotta be different.
She gotta be. But
I didn't expect it to be there, to be honest. I was like, okay, Gina Thompson, and then letting the song play all the way to her part, and then she came on. I was like, oh shit.
Nice.
I'll have 2 other hot topics. So Verzuz has finally released their lineup like in advance. So we got SWV versus Escape.
Yeah.
I think that's Mother's Day weekend. We got Easter weekend. We got the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then we also have and then we also have Redman versus Method Man so far. So I'm super excited about all of the lineups, and I'm really hyped about SWV versus Escape. We'll see how this is gonna work out. I got SWV. I got Coco Taj.
That's gonna be a beating. It's gonna be beating.
I got Escape.
Really?
Why?
I really do. Why not?
Look,
are they going with the stuff they wrote or just Escape stuff?
No, I don't think
knock it off.
In that.
You're such a hater.
They can do who they wrote for.
Don't encourage him. He's a hater. He's just a straight hate.
It's gonna be real.
Who you hating?
I like SWV in that one easily. I don't even think it's a match.
Yeah, I love me some
SWV. Do not discount Escape. Escape has a lot of hits.
Escape has hits. I got SWV. Come on now. That's the 90s. Come on, that's New York City. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I got SWV.
For me, it's close. I mean, it's close for me. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, for me initially it was Escape, but then I thought about it and I lean towards SWV. But I don't discount Escape, no.
Okay, in case you didn't remember their songs.
Here we go.
The other hot topic that everybody's been talking about is this relationship expert, that Derek that Jackson person.
Jackson.
Yeah, Derek
Jackson.
that wound up cheating on his wife, and then he sat there with his wife on the camera with his hand all tight on her hand, like
They don't know how to spell his last name, so he just
and her bonnet.
They said it was bonnet. But now she said it's her bonnet or armor of God. I'm like, please do not weaponize the word of God to justify your stinking behavior.
Well, she needs to sell it and make some money off of this.
Well, that's why they doing it, because they got a book out.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, hot mess. But the other thing too that's like huge is what's happened in Georgia. And they're calling it the new Jim Crow. Like, this is serious. Like, the Republicans are like setting the stage from now. They're like, shut it all down. We don't want y'all to win at all. And it's like, okay, so we got to ramp up what we do so that way we can counteract that. But it is very, very serious. And it's not Georgia. It's many other states as well that are changing their voter registration laws and their voting laws. Pay attention, people, what's happening. They are setting the stage for 2024. And not even that, before that, because
midterm elections the next
state and city, elections as well. They're setting the stage. They are. So
2022 is our midterm elections, and what they really have done, what they don't realize they have done is to further galvanize the voters in Georgia. And I hope that Stacey Abrams runs again for governor for the state of Georgia, because there's a lot that is happening behind the scenes, and this is a small step back, but I feel like it's a small step back for us to go 10 steps forward. And I'm looking forward to all the good folks in Georgia that I know that are on the ground and getting people out to vote, because it's not over. We just won the presidential election. You got to come back to 2022. You got to, like Nick said, the municipal elections. We got to stay engaged and informed, because it's really, they are really, really afraid. If the people that want to take something away from you so much are afraid of your power. They are afraid of the power of the Black and brown voters. So people say they vote don't count. That's bullshit. If your vote didn't count, they wouldn't be so hard to make it hard for you to vote.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. All right.
Quick shout out to my girl Tiffany Cross at the Cross Connection, because on Saturday she dragged Meghan McCain. So I want to shout her out. Yep. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Megan's hairstylist as anyway. All right, let's jump into the show. Woo, okay. Marvel. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode number 2. Okay.
I had to do some reading. I had to do some Sydney sleuthing about this.
You did some sleuthing.
I did do some sleuthing about this Captain America and U.S. agent. I had to go do some background checks on the people on the show. Go ahead, Sid.
Okay, well, the show, we jump into the show and we're really diving into the first time within Marvel Universe history is racism. Entering the scene that, real life is starting to enter the Marvel Universe, and we're getting the backstories of each of these characters, and what comes with it is a difference in America. And so we're seeing this with Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm hating that we only have 4 episodes, that each week is getting shorter and shorter. I'm like, no, I need this to be 9 or 8 like they did the other one, but damn, I'm going to have to take what they give us. But let's talk about it, y'all. Highlights, scenes.
Go to our new person. Go, Neil.
Yes, Neil.
Highlight.
Neil, talk to me. Okay, Isaiah, you want to go with Isaiah? Go ahead.
Yeah. When I saw that Captain America, that was, as a child, you say, who was Captain America? And that was the Black Captain America back in the day. So that was a highlight. And then seeing his grandson or potential grandson, because he's supposed to be one of the founding members of the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
And they're setting
Elijah.
the stage. Yeah, Elijah, aka I think he's Justice.
No,
So
he is a Patriot.
Patriot. So we have Kate Bishop, we have Wiccan, now we got Patriot. So they're building that team slowly from the shows and the movies. So we're seeing the team come together. And then to see Isaiah Bradley tell how the government treated him was also
brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You want to tell the folks about Isaiah Bradley?
He was the Captain America after Captain America. Back in World War II, he was a whole team. The super serum, he got it. He was able to survive it, and the government used him and threw him away. And that's basically his story. Mm-hmm. And to see him, speak to that, so loved it.
Yeah,
and to see after that whole conversation, the conversation between Sam and Bucky, because Bucky was aware of what was going on, and Sam was like, "Why'd you bring us here if you knew this all happened to him?" Because Bucky wouldn't understand what that would mean being white. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the dynamics of everything that happens to us throughout history and continues to happen, seen in the Marvel universe. It was just, it was shocking, but good to see.
Yeah, he brought him there to see if he could help and give more explanation about the super soldier serum and what
more information.
Yeah.
So what I liked and what I do like about the Marvel universe is that the villains are so layered, right? So if we think about Killmonger, he was a villain, but his ideology wasn't 100% skewed, right? So enter in the Flag Smashers and Karli. So when we first meet them in the first episode, it's like, who are these people? They're terrible. They got this. They're taking this super serum, and even when Bucky encounters Karli in the truck, she seems unassuming, and then they start fighting. But then we later learn that they're actually helping. So they have a skewed ideology as well. Like they want to go back to this borderless society. But I guess what happened when everyone came back is that they went back to their ruling governments, but they want to have kind of just the way it was before, where everyone was kind of one, which actually isn't that bad when you think about it realistically. But again, the Marvel villains, and then of course we see Zemo as well come back into play, which I'll let somebody else talk about that, because he's also another layered villain. And that's what I like with Marvel. Like the villains are not necessarily like they're just bad. They're bad. What their ideology is bad. Like when you think about it in some ways, for a lot of these villains, you're like, okay, what does make sense? Even when you think about what's his face, Thanos, right? He started off wanting to help, right? Let's help my planet, help out the hungry and stuff like that. But I definitely love seeing Karli and the Flag Smashers and learning a little bit more about them. And they stole the serum. So I'm trying to I want to figure out with the vaccine. I'm sorry, they stole the vaccine to go to the border town or whatever it is to try to get the vaccine.
Now, is that the vaccine or the serum? Because it could be the serum.
Well,
right, that's what I'm saying. It could be the serum.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're calling it vaccine.
Right.
Yeah.
But when they go to the place where the person helps them, he says they're calling you Robin Hood. And we know what Robin Hood was. Yep. A layered criminal, basically. Like a thief, right? Robbing people to give to other people, right? And so it's just, I really, really liked this episode. There's a lot of other things that I loved about the episode, but I'm only just mentioning that because someone had posted on Facebook, like, are they really trying to say that immigration or borders are bad? And I was like, but again, you gotta let the story unfold. Like it's never cut and dry with Marvel, like Killmonger, So anyway, I'm gonna pitch it to somebody else because I could keep going on, but I really, really, really loved this episode. And Karli was in Star Wars. She was the girl in Star Wars in Solo. Okay, sorry, I'm just connecting the dots.
Can I tell you, I can't stand this Captain America. I was just like, I can't stand this Captain America.
That's the point.
Right.
He's super arrogant.
Because you know what? God, he reminded me of The Boys. What's the
Highlander.
Mm-hmm. Highlander. Yeah.
Well,
even though Highlander's arrogance was 10 notches up more, but still.
Well, he also insulted Bucky and Falcon by calling them like wing people, like Captain America's just, side pieces. Like he can't, I need the wing.
Well, the interesting part with Captain America was without that shield, this new Captain America, he got no skills. Because remember when they were
that's not true.
Well, when they were fighting, he was okay, but he did most of his fighting with the shield to me.
Oh no! You look him up.
Did we watch the same thing?
No, he was beaten.
Yes. He's a skilled fighter. Yes.
He was trained by Taskmaster. Just to throw some comic book in there. So
go Neil.
So
he was impressive to me.
Yeah, his fighting was impressive. I don't like him because he's arrogant. I don't like him. I just cannot. He's the opposite.
I mean, to play devil's advocate, you can say that Sam is arrogant because
Sam is arrogant, yeah.
Because the guy was trying to give Bucky and Sam, be nice to them, reach out to them, and they kept jabbing them till the very end. It was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, stay out of my way. Like, I keep extending the olive branch. I haven't done anything, and you all keep giving me attitude and arrogance. And so,
understandably.
But that's not his fault. Like, you're taking it out on the wrong person. Like, take it out on the government.
Yeah, but I think where the tables turned was when he basically in that van in the truck, he reduced them to just side characters. Not he minimized their importance. They were important to Steve. They were important to the unit. He minimized them to like, oh, I need
peons. He came in and made them peons.
That was still after they kept giving him shade. So it wasn't at the top. Like they kept like he was like, oh, okay, come on, get in the truck. I'll give you a ride.
Yeah, but they also but it's kind of like they're out there doing their thing, and here it's like you're interfering on our turf. We didn't ask you. We didn't call you in to help us. We didn't ask you to help us, and here you come in to try and help us, knowing that the history of, okay, I turned this shield in. Captain America was my boy. Like, we fought together, this, that, and the third. I gave the shield in as a retirement thing for him, thinking I was doing the right thing. Here you come in, and now you're trying to help us out. We didn't ask for your help. We don't know you. So it's kind of like, I get it. They shouldn't really be taking it out on him, but it's a whole bunch of mixed emotions and feelings that's wrapped up in the whole thing. And the introduction of how they're being introduced to him was in the wrong setting. It's a fight setting. I don't know you. I don't trust you.
But also, it's not so much to help them out. Like, they are the government. And so you have outlaws. So the government sends in a team to handle it. Mm-hmm. Sam and Bucky are freelancers or vigilantes. Yeah. And so technically, they're more in the right.
Right
the government
now.
Dispatched people out to handle a situation.
Because they don't say the government sent them out. He says he came because he's the government. I think he has a vested interest in what was in that truck, and that was the reason for him and Battlestar getting there.
Oh, you diving deep.
Yeah, because basically they what do you call it?
America himself has a vested interest. What's in the truck?
Captain America
serum
and Battlestar, because I'm guessing that's the power broker serum.
Right.
as opposed to the super. So, and they use the power broker because that's how they got their enhancements, enhanced
right.
abilities.
Falcon was not a vigilante, the producer said. And the only reason why that Beast, what's his name, Battlestar and fake Captain America was there is because they hacked Redwing. They hacked him. That's how they knew where they were.
Right. They hacked them because it's a government-owned device. And so,
right. So but still, that builds distrust. So Falcon and Bucky are like, who are these clowns? And they don't trust him. And as far as them giving him attitude, but Captain America came in with an attitude and an energy like,
that's what I'm saying. Yep.
Y'all, I'm over you. And so him saying, well, I'm here to help you, it was almost sarcastic. I'm here to help you. Like, they don't need help. That's why they were throwing jabs at him the whole time.
They did need help in this circumstance, though.
But in their minds, they're like, I don't need your help.
We could have handled this,
He came, so Captain America, he came in with his chest puffed out. So they don't trust him. Like, who are you? That's why he was getting attitude from them. And they were like, forget it. We're not even trying to hear what you're trying to say. So that's how that happened. That fake Captain America is annoying, terrible, and he's cheesy.
He's not fake.
Well, and also, wait.
I call him fake because he's not Steve Rogers.
He was given the mantle.
And also, our producer was correct because Falcon, you called him a vigilante. Falcon was working for the government when he went over there. He got
not getting paid.
Not getting paid. Here he is now.
Getting paid now. He is getting paid now from the government to do this stuff because he did say.
But it's like almost the government cast them aside. That's why Bucky's walking around with one shoe in his hand. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I'm going to therapy. I'm trying to. It's a soldier. I'm walking around with this hand.
One therapy session and they arrested his ass.
Well, that was a big scene
because they wouldn't fall in line.
That was a big scene when they came out of Isaiah Bradley's house. The cops see an argument between a black man and a white man.
Automatically assume.
Automatically. You all right? It was like, what are you talking about? You know, and I was so glad
he was.
I loved it.
But I was so glad that Falcon Sam just played it and was like, what the hell are y'all doing here? No, we good. Like, I was glad because it was like, come on now.
It was real.
And can we give flowers to my flowers across the room? Carl Lumley, like he's one of the actors that's been around for decades. He's played multiple heroes. He was I don't know if you got Neil. Do you remember him from Mantis?
No.
Oh, you didn't watch that? He played a black superhero named Mantis back in the day. He was in a wheelchair and he put on a mantis, like a praying mantis outfit. That corrected his spine, sort of like black Iron Man.
I think I do remember that.
And then he was Brian knows. Recently he was in Supergirl as Master Manhunter's father. So he's been playing superheroes for a long time, and this, like, obviously he's going to be back for more, and I hope that, we get to see him do a little bit of action or something, because he was great. He was great.
That scene where he threw the thing into the wall got me.
This shows you he still got it. He still got it. Okay. Any other highlights from Falcon and Winter?
Just the way they're taking Karli character and the Flag Smashers, because that was the Flag Smasher was a villain, and they turned it into a group. And Marvel has pivoted and made this whole thing modern. They modernized the story for the times now. It's just an amazing piece of writing so far. Yeah.
Right, and they may do the same thing with the Power Broker and make him a person and an entity where you don't know exactly who he or she may be. and then maybe one person. But I'm loving, and they're introducing something every single week. Come on, kudos.
And also now we've got. I was wondering because Disney Plus has this whole like look at the new characters kind of a show that you can watch and see. They put together clips from the movies, and I kept wondering, why the hell does Zemo have his own thing? I kept wondering, like, why?
Oh, you didn't know he was coming?
I did not. I didn't know until I saw it. Yeah, I didn't realize. I missed that trailer. I didn't see him in it, and then I was like, okay, now this makes sense. So now we got Zemo, and so we're gonna see how that unfolds as well. So I'm definitely excited. I'm sad it's not gonna be as long as Wanda. Well, as long in terms of number of weeks, but it's longer in terms of content because we're getting 44 to 50 minutes. But I can't wait to see the next episode. Like it's done brilliantly. I love it.
All right, so what are we rating this puppy? Is it automatic out the gate? Neil, what you got? We got
unlike the Justice League nonsense last week. This is
here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, for the people who like Justice League, they gave you Justice League Noir now, the black and white version.
Listen,
okay, we're still on Falcon.
Yeah, but that taste, I can't get it out my mouth.
Yeah, but we're talking about Falcon and we go here. We ain't make no reference.
Have a drink of water, Neil.
Like,
the taste will go.
It will go away.
But
it'll be all right.
This is easily a 5.
It's a 5.
A 5.
It's a 5. And with that, thank you, Neil, for joining us.
Oh Lord Jesus.
On to the next segment. You've got to go.
Oh my God! Thank you, Neil. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channels.